guys, if you want to come around, we're going to go through some pull-ups. Eric's going to be our demo boy, demo man. There's a lot of versions of even an RX pull-up, but we're going to start with kind of some drills and some regressions that you would go through potentially in a workout. So kind of from the easiest would be a jumping pull-up. So you're going to always make sure you start right underneath the bar, even on a jumping pull-up. Yep. And then you're going to go down in through a Superman here and then up into a hollow as you pull, which we're going to break that down a little bit more. So our jumping pull-up. So sometimes we do jumping pull-ups, we just really think about using our legs to just spring up. Make sure you're still passing through these two movements, which we're gonna go over in a minute, but that's our jumping. And then banded pull-ups. Sometimes these are better for working more on like strict or for strength rather than working on like fast reps in a workout. Banded pull-up. Okay, just pretend. Okay, so you might put it a little higher, use a little bit thicker band. Eric doesn't need it, it's fine.
Set me up for failure.
Thank you. All right, you can go over here. All right, so now our regular kipping pull-up, just to kind of show you what all these look like. Okay, perfect. And then we would go into a butterfly pull-up. So sometimes you would butterfly or kip in a workout. And then of course we can do chest bars where you actually hit your chest to the bar. Good, thanks.
Do your belly button.
And then just a regular strict pull up. So no kip, just starting from a dead hang and pulling up. All right, thanks. Just wanted to let Eric show off all of his pull up skills. So now to break that down a little bit. So when you start your pull up, you always want to make sure that you're starting from directly under the bar. Are you good to keep demoing? Okay, starting directly under the bar. And then I always like to have people start even at the very beginning, always try to jump up immediately into a hollow rock. So a hollow rock, which I keep referencing, is gonna be on the ground and then making sure that you're pushing belly button down to hold that nice hollowed position. So this is our hollow position. And then I say either an arch or Superman is here. So those are the two movements you're gonna see in the pull up. So you're gonna start directly underneath the bar, jump up so that your hands are wider than your shoulder. And if you can, we're starting in our hollow rock here. Good, go ahead and jump down. So if you can't jump directly into that hollow rock, sometimes that's a little awkward, maybe you're a little scared jumping to the bar, you're just gonna jump to a dead hang first, and then you're gonna go into your hollow rock. Just your hollow rock. Thank you. Okay, back down. And then we can combine hollow rock to Superman. So Superman, go and pause. Here, head through, get your body long. So straighten out your knees just a little bit more. So nice arch, head through, shoulders through, and then hollow. You want to think about not necessarily lifting from the hips, really try to compress through the rib cage here. Think about belly button pulling towards your rib cage. So we're using lats and core to drive this, not just pushing away with our arms and flinging our legs up. All right, one more time, put it all together. Jump up directly into the bar, hands are shoulder width, and going to nice kipping. All right, good. So that's gonna be important for every level of this kipping pull-up, butterfly pull-up, whatever you wanna do. Any questions about that? Okay, so now we're gonna talk about actually pulling. So whenever we go to actually pull, jump up in that hollow rock here. So our next step that we're gonna work on, once you're in your hollow rock, he's going to give little thrust forward with his hips. So just lift hips up. Yeah, that's it, like arm straight. And then back down. So hips up, go into your hollow, and then hips out, up and through. So whenever his hips come up, that's when he's gonna then pull. So I'm gonna show it real quick. So we're gonna try to build some snappy reps, getting the hips up. So hollow, hollow, hips up, hollow, hips up. You see how we add that little extra bit of hip pop? That's like the most important thing to get really weightless during the pull up. So then after that, bend your elbows and pull. Wanna put it all together? One more kitchen pull up. Doing great, thank you. You can return the favor when you do two as well. So hip pop and pull. Elbows, like do a pull up. Yep. And if you can't pull the whole way up still, you can just practice keeping in motion, doing just a little pull with the elbows. So hip hop, little pull. Hip hop, little pull. So even though I'm not going the whole way up, but I'm practicing still going through both those movements, hollow rock, Superman, and pulling.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Because this kind of relates to toe squat, which we talked about. Like the idea with the small kipping, sorry, no breath. Hollow to arch position, right? We're generating horizontal momentum, and we're transferring it into vertical momentum. And that's really like where that arch comes from, or the hollowing in the shoulder closure. Just trying to close that shoulder. We don't want to do it too soon, to Alicia's point.
Yeah, no, definitely. So
you want to get to the top of that hollow and allow you be as vertical as possible before you close the shoulder down to maximize that.
yeah, and so that's why it can be good just to practice kind of that strong pull like he was doing where you're shooting your arms down here rather than doing an actual pull-up. So coming to this point where I'm trying to go as high as I can, shoot my head up, and then you would add the pull. And then the pull is the easy part because your body's already up there. And anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. Don't pull too soon.
Okay. So we're gonna go through a couple shaping drills first. So going to the very basics of our kip, we're gonna practice some hollow rocks and Supermans on the ground before we even get on the bar. So a lot of us would feel, oh, our abs are working and we feel tired during the workout when we're doing that, but we're not getting that full body tension. So we're gonna practice, grab a partner, grab a band, and see if you can create that compression, trying to get your rib cage down towards your belly button. So you're making this as small of a space as possible, while pinching it together, and trying to get that compression as you keep long still. No, so good. All right, grab a band here with a partner. Let's practice that.